Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Christian Rock Curtis Bowen, on this evening edition of Fire of Liberty in the very progress and the very fruition of Golden Age, which we are in, which is very spectacular because there's a lot of great news, and I'm just going to go straight into it because I really want to be ecstatic. Because the point is, yes, I just want to go ahead and say, yes, just be that. I just want to, for example, be that adamant character. However, it's, we're once again, we are a little bit more powerful as than we think, and that's important because as Starseeds, as violet children, indigo children, as for example, or indigo adults, violet adults. Because we increase our frequency, and that's how we know and understand ourselves, especially through our heart. Heart frequency, heart presence, heart sound. Very, 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 very huge, massive leaps of consciousness, which is very important, very spectacular, because we kind of have oneness going on where we understand our own telepathic communications as well as we understand our own rarities per se, how important we truly are, and which is why that's kind of the only type of thing that, and I'm not going to really speak about the Cabal that much because once again it's more about distracting. Well, let's put it this way. This is very, very a weird way to try and describe this, but regardless, actually, I'll just say it like this. We are a Nova Earth, and we have multidimensionality. That multidimensionality still exists, even though we're in our physical self. So, that's pretty much what I'm saying. So to view that, you can think of humanity as a flower, as a light. Flower, full bloom, like a bouquet of lotus, flowers, all in full bloom. So that's what's going on, and we're constantly growing as a planet, and so that's how Nova Earth becomes Nova Earth, which is what she already is right now. Because once again, that what you want to become, that you already have the capability. So there's a lot of synchronicity. Of course, synchronicity has been going on for a while. Now there's even more synchronicity. Now it's just, once again, I would even say, like with honest truth, we are in the realm of 5D, of no time. As in, there is the grander opportunity just to live as the, seeds of truth, seeds of light, versus working to get. And I've really gone over and over this sort of understanding of, okay, yes, well, I'll put it this way. Well, actually, no, I'll put it this way. We can live in complete abundance with sustainability, and we don't need this type of, and here's what's so quick about this transition, which is why there's a lot involved, which is why it may be considered complex, but it's not. We're going to live in a state of abundance, meaning because we live in oneness, that allows us to have everything that we need. We do not need, well, this is kind of already known too, but we don't need, and it makes sense, especially if you have the wisdom, especially if you're a starseed. It already makes sense. I don't even have to finish the sentence I'm about to say, but it means that you don't need money. You don't need, because you're not fooled by a certain amount of tools that give away your power. Meaning there's more, well, let's rephrase that. There's already creations and already technologies and tools that are beneficial, that already exist and have been in existence for decades. So, one of the reasons why there's time things is because that's what, because it goes back as far back as it goes. Once again, well before Atlantis, but once again, we are that Like, we literally are that heaven embodied heaven creators here on earth. And just heaven resonators. Have like light holders, light resonators. So, very important. So let's, I'm going to sort of break this down to provide more clarity, more understanding, and more mind-openingness to what is going on, meaning to help ease this transition, because this is, I'm aware, I am fully, I am one with that, I am. Meaning, I am aware of my I am consciousness. I am aware of peace everywhere. Peace is always, always, always there. There's always peace. There's always prosperity, and there's always love. How can I say that? Because I am a very powerful, multidimensional being. That's how we live. That's how we are. Okay, so that's how we are continuously liberated from all different types of false systems. And it's amazing because, once again, I can just do that with my presence. So now, it's important that we are aware, of course, that we are, once again, I like the way this is phrased, awakened, souled human beings. Meaning we are immortal. So, that's obviously, once again, I've said that so many times, but that's the foundation of who we are. Immortal beings. Immortal. I loved it. Just sounds so normal, natural now. Immortal, because we are. We're gonna, and we have. And what's amazing is we're stewardess. We are the cells of Earth. So it's a very great, healthy way of viewing, of thinking that we're cells upon Earth, and that's why we're so in tune with one another. That's why we're in tune with the body that we're on, the body that we're in, and the body that we are. This consciousness of healing and ascending with Gaia, which is happening well, very, very, very well, and it's a very good thing. So. There's a lot more to what we can do. A lot more to what we can do. And the fallen system is already known for what it is. It's a fallen system. It doesn't work. It's gone. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about what the fallen system is. So see how amazing that I just literally summed up the truth just like that. Because the truth shines the light on it, and so pretty much what I did, what I'm doing, and what I am is just being what I am, and I'm not even going to even describe the fallen system. See, that's how quick victory is, and so I'm not going to brag continuously about this victory and then just go on, because there's still a lot of work to do. Here's how I see things, because I'm not going to do this micromanagement for this transition. I'm just all about transcendence. So transcendence means anchoring these crystal planets, which is also true, but anchoring these crystal cities of light. That's why we have our inner earth brethren, who are advanced civilization, advanced beings, coming out to help us do this stuff, because we're all in assistance of one another, and that's what is going on. That's exactly what's going on. Everybody plays a part, whether we're unawakened or awakened. Everybody plays a part. Everybody plays a part. Everything plays a part. Every living being plays a part. Every single thing, every single atom is important. Because it all is. And that's what creation is. Regardless, I love it all anyway. So they are the embodiment of my eternalness as my innate creator self. Which I can do subtly or I can do openly. I am super powerful. I am immortal, so that's why I am able to do all things, and all things exist within me and through me. And that's how I will always be, because I am always timeless. I am timeless. I go back and forth whenever I want to. I can move and do whatever I want. I shift and change and can create. And that is why we have so many beings always here who enjoy to be with us. We are creators, and we are here as one being to be allowed to do all this stuff that we want to do. And we can do whatever we want to do. So what does that mean? Especially when it comes to the benevolence factor, very good truth. Or when it comes to, just building in bliss, understanding, the fourth side of the brain, and to, building crystal cities, building cities of light, building crystal cities, and just existing as light beings. It's important that we do that. I am all about just, I've been awakened for so long. I can lead as someone to help awaken, but that's not necessarily what I do. Okay? If the desire to lead, if the desire to be an awakened, immortal being is the desire, that is the desire. It is the truth. Because we are awake, so we can do whatever we want to do. I truly mean that, because that is something that's truly all about, the freedomness that we have for limitlessness throughout all of consciousness and all of eternity. And so that's a peaceful, very satisfying thing. So what's amazing is that we can create anything, and we are creating anything and everything. There's so many more elements to life. There's so many more elements to life. So many. What we consider time, the amounts of times, the number of times we've been around the sun. So much happens, but, at the same time, it's in the now moment. And it's not necessarily complex IQ that allows that understanding, or high IQ that allows that understanding, or even complex advanced technology. Even though both those things do play a part, it's now just understanding of common sense how we cannot be. And I mean this in a positive way, how we cannot be, because of course that's what I just do naturally. I always see the positive because I'm able to do that, and I'm a master at that. I really am, because I can masterly transform my own innate. And I'm going to go into that a little bit more. Why the Cabal is not an issue, why the Cabal is not there. Why peace and, love is prevalent, powerful, and effervescent, and why heaven essence is the essence of that which we are, which we can be, and what we can become. We got a lot of creative abilities. We're already working. I'm already been working in those creative abilities. I'm incredibly powerful, incredibly in tune with myself. What's even more exciting, of course, is the subtleties of for example, I could say, it's very interesting because it's a field of abilities. So, yes, my light and massive, abilities to lead and create are incredibly powerful and massive, and I do it a lot. I do it all the time, and it's key that we are aware of the unity that is constant always. Let me think. There's no more W words. There's no more W. So there's no more war. It is, meaning we can't be fooled by that. And I can go into detail about that. I guess that's one of my responsibilities. So just to, explain why there's peace on Earth. We're incredibly intelligent, and we're not going to be fooled by silly little, well, we already know that. I don't even need to finish that sentence, because we know the truth about stuff. There's a lot more, of course, beneficial energies and stuff like that. I've already reiterated that so many times. The freedom to be able to manifest in the way that we can manifest and want to manifest is a huge aspect of what we can do, because this is a very huge part of co-creation, and this is, there's no, it's like there's no barriers at all, there's no limits. Wow. And there's no limit. So, for example, co-creation is continuous. There's nothing that can stop us, and there's nothing that can get in our way, because, for example, light is a vibration. And so just vibration in itself is amazingly incredible of what we are able to do. And so now this is kind of a natural thing that we can do. There's going to be even more stronger connections with all beings. All beings. All beings. All beings. Everyone is part of creation. Creation's family, or whatever word you want to use, but we're all one. So there's more and strong, huge encouragement, not just because, it feels good, which is a very good reason too, but because it's a defense, or just, it's like a support and a anchoring of light of freedom, so that we can continue to liberate massively, because we need to do that. And it feels good, because, honestly, just me just shining my light, I need to have more liberation. I need to have more freedom. And so just my presence, it's incredibly liberating. I mean, what I mean by incredibly liberating, I mean, I literally dissolve lower vibrations. I do. I just dissolve. I'm such a high creational being. I am, ball of plasma. So I'm incredibly light, incredibly bright. And so we recognize our own power, and we need to do this. So we got a lot of projects going on. There's, in a way, we're all involved. There's going to be a lot of astral travel. Of course, a lot. Meaning, there's a lot of working in your sleep and dreams. But of course, there's even just as much, but of course more work. And it's blissful. It's sort of like, it's a coalition, or it's a collaboration between. And here's what's huge, because everything's going to change. Everything is going to change. And the saying goes, it's up to us to know how much we're going to manifest and shift. See, I'm already saying, get up here, okay? Get up here, subterranean advanced civilizations. We're ready. And it's weird that I say that, we're ready. Because, I use the W word, weird, a lot, and I think that's actually kind of cool. And I also use the word ready a lot, because it's very, just the word ready is a, perhaps, well, now I would say, as a three-dimensional, and it's a positive thing, dude. What's all great is that we're able to, no matter what type of phrase or action that we take, it's a positive step in the right direction. And we are once again, I say, $50,000, excuse me, 50,000 years. You guys about money. $50,000 can't do anything versus, 50,000 years. Well, I'm being positive in this explanation and comparison. What I'm trying to say is, even though, that's a very good thing, very, very good thing. And I can't just put out numbers which actually do match in some way. because 129,000, 5 million, 18 million, 12 million, 22 million, 39 million, 600, 932, 2,300 million, 2,392,000, 2,392,678,000. And then there's more numbers, and just numbers. As long as there's one, it's good, because that's one of the things about oneness. Pure light. So it's important that we continue to be aware of course, of our galactic family, which is always here. It's amazing how much we can synchronicize with synchronicity, and then of course we're always in grace, and so that's an important thing to understand as well. We are always in grace, always, meaning since we're always in grace, that means that we are fine. We're meaning, how are we going to say that? For example, we're in the presence of a more advanced state of living. We have a we have stars. We have starcraft, starships all over the planet. So it's a good time. So this is your host, Christopher Mock Curtis Bond. This is an edition of Fire for Liberty. I am I am a creator. I'm the universal light. I'm universal anchor of peace. I'm an ambassador for planet Earth, ambassador for the universe. I am the eliminator of darkness. I am the light. I'm the guidance. I can guide. I can be called. I'm the proof that you can ask the universe for something, anything. And I am limitlessness incarnate. And I am shelter. I am protection. I am might. And I am truth. And I am the way. I am honesty, integrity incarnate. And I am invincible. Invincibility in motion. And I'm able to defend all. So this is your host, Christopher Curtis Ball. This is the evening edition of Fire for Liberty. Love is a very powerful force, and I love you all.